Hi. Hello. Good morrow
Hello.
and merry meet. My name is Audra and you are in for a treat. Hi. I got a day off work tomorrow.
Yay. Hey, Garrett. I love that y'all are here, you're on it.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the pop-up live where we just pop up when I randomly am able to have a day off. Today makes 9 days straight of work. On my 10th day I rested. Because I'm not Jesus.
I see more people coming in. Hello, everyone.
I know. Hi,
Cecily, Kimberly, and Harper, and Natalie, and
America.
hello.
Good evening. Everybody overseas. Good morning. Early morning.
Good, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods.
Happy Thursday in Australia. I feel like that's correct. I feel like Australia is like a day off of me. Like I get that it's Tuesday, but it's like Wednesday night there, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like a whole thing.
Time zones are hard. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm like, oh, time zones hurt my feelings.
They hurt my brain. Yes.
Thank you, Cecily. Yeah. I'm a live human person. Bo is dutifully chewing his bone. Audra at home is filmed in front of a live Pitbull audience.
Also, we love colorful makeup and colorful language.
Facts.
As a warning. Warning and welcome.
Sometimes we're like that. Remember that the sweaty balls people? We're them.
Sometimes it's all ASMR.
Yeah, we are them.
We love colorful language and colorful makeup. Welcome.
Yeah, so good. I like to wear colorful makeup as well. Yeah, I sometimes also use colorful language. Sorry, I'm looking like all over the place. I can't listen. I work so much.
There is no.
I have literally worked so much. I don't have I already had a bad ability to mask from my year and a half of unemployment. And now because I work so much, Emily's heard it, where I'm just completely unable to do any of the things.
Jeffrey.
Thank you, Jeffrey. You're so sweet. How are the nails, by the way? How are they? How's that coming along?
The most amazing pointy black. What is the ghost?
Spooky season. Nails? Mine are all broken.
I need to get mine. I want spooky nails.
Oh, hi, Sticky Eggs.
Nails.
I still don't have freaking bad.
Yeah, they mentioned sending it at one point again.
Pepperidge Farm members.
Exactly.
Pepperidge Farm
members. That little pickle palette is cute. I think that would be a fun one to do about. I didn't buy it because I did feel like I have a lot of green and duochromies, but it's a cute little 6-pan.
Yeah. They didn't survive unpacking. No. You know what? I can't. My nails would not survive. If I wore nails, they would not survive. I would probably end up breaking these off because I smash my hands in metal a lot. So
I definitely think fake nails, I have acrylic or gel or whatever they are. I think they're acrylic. Hold up way better than anything that I would glue on at home. But
that's true.
Also know that work is a whole different animal.
Yeah, I would say if I wasn't doing this exceedingly physical job where I don't really pay, I have so many bruises.
Yeah.
This makes me so glad I'm not in a relationship. A law school report right now.
Becky is a master editor. I'm just gonna say. I just want to clarify. They at 2 points said we were both going to receive the palette. We did not buy any of them. So
yeah, I would have bought it if I hadn't known.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like I should have just bought it, and now it's too late.
Now I'm like, yes, please, I will take it, but also I'm not giving you my money.
And say, hey, That it's too late to buy the pallet. It's too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah. So it's something. It's something how like
Shannon,
emotion hangs with you
your
with
job's in the
makeup.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't. So here's a fun fact. Like I very physical labor for most of my day. Right. Here's the thing that's killer. I told Emily, I was like, I don't know what my body runs on. It's definitely not food. And I was like, I'm
I
pretty sure it's spite.
literally have no idea. Like, so I've had a stressful couple of days. So for the longest time, I mean, for me, like stress or my depression, things like that, like a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm going to eat. Like emotional eating is a thing. But I realized, or I was reminded again this week that like, oh no, but if I am stressed, also I don't eat because like the last couple of days I've just been like I have things to do and I just like get up and leave the house and don't think about like oh I should have some food. Like the
Mine's
way
like I just don't like to eat like that when I'm.
and that I don't understand. Like the fact that you're able to do and this is what I was saying like about of that level of a physical job, I would not be able to do that in any capacity. I just like
Yeah, I can't eat like that because like it just I'll get tired and like I have to like I eat like first so people just I do eat like it's mostly like trail mix and like I have a morning smoothie. Um uh, like I have a morning smoothie and then I eat trail mix all day. Like I can't eat any like actual heavy food because like I'll knock out. Like I'll get really tired and then I won't really want to do my job. And I like this job. I don't love the hours. Like some days I love the
serve a
hours.
lunch break even if you don't eat lunch.
No.
That's my shit with you with your
Oh
situation.
no.
You
I don't
deserve a
like to take that
break.
lunch break. If I take a lunch break, then I don't finish. Like if I take a lunch break, then like I like the days that I finish at 2:30, if I'd like actually taken like a 30-minute lunch break, it would have been 3 o'clock. And then I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I'd rather just
the
go.
fact that you run on like air is
I eat trail
I
mix.
that's air, bitch.
I eat all that trail mix. It's got like
I don't know what you eat
M&Ms.
because I'm obviously not you and I'm not with you all day. But
Thank you, Dahlia. Dahlia
comparatively,
understands. My souls and spite are what's powering me every day.
yes.
Every day.
As a person that used to say, "Oh yeah, I eat during my workday," and I was like eating cookies, I'm like, "You don't eat," because I did the same thing. I'd be like, "Yeah, I eat trail mix. Yeah, I eat cookies." No, but
Do you hear him
anyway,
like just chawing on that bone behind me?
I
He's having like a
don't.
really good time.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
He's like,
Anyway, this is my aggressive love of like, take care of yourself to my
I know, like, I
friends.
don't know how long we'll be here because like
Yeah,
I'm always sleepy now. Like I
I'm
was so
also facing a hurricane, literally in
yes.
my area of Mexico, so I also don't know how
I
that's
love a
going to shake out.
banana. I'm becoming an
I still love your
octogenarian.
name. Yeah.
Or whatever they call. No, like I truly do like eat and stuff, but I just can't like because the way
Okay, but y'all
like
are amazing. Trail mix sprinkled with crushed souls is the power snack.
thank you. And I've crushed many lately. It's been wonderful. Because sometimes if all I need to do sometimes just go on like to some forums and then I just see them and I'm like, huh, snatch. But like I just snatch them souls. I'm like, oh, it's too late for you. It's too long. We're not gonna be able to fix what you've done here.
Slurped up like ramen.
Yeah, mother could hear it, but it was like Bo Bear's doing Pitbull ASMR in the background. Yeah, he's back there just like just chawing on his bone. Um, but yeah, I've just been like working. And the thing is, like, I kind of, in a lot of ways, I set my own hours, with the exception of like, obviously, when I get to work, but like when I finish is like mostly up to me. It just depends on how I run my day. So yeah, it's been a lot. Like I work every day and I don't know what day it is ever anymore. Like I even told my boss I was like, oh, I'll see you the day after whatever tomorrow is. Bye. Yeah, I just don't. I don't. I even had like I had to sing the line from the song to Emily today because I never even got I never understood it from Runaway Train, where he's like, so tired that I couldn't even sleep. And I was like, oh my God, I got that tired. Like last night I could not sleep.
Oh, yeah. See, as an insomniac, I understand that line too well, basically.
See, I get a different. Well, my insomnia is very mine's different. Mine, like, I can go to sleep, I just don't stay.
Yeah.
Like whenever it
Sometimes I
starts
have
acting
that.
up, I'll go to sleep, but I won't stay asleep.
And sometimes I'm so tired that I'm just like, I can't even like not like so tired, but my brain is still running very fast. Yeah, exactly.
Loving the
Feeling.
emojis. I just saw like the sad cat
Oh, I
face.
know. I see. I'm like,
It's all, I love that. That's my favorite one. I'm so sorry. Like that's become my like when I found that one, I was like, I have to have this because
oh no,
it's
that
my
meme
favorite.
is like the best thing ever.
With the crying cat. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I also like the one with the cat with the hands. I'm so
There's
Patrick.
something about the crying cat. I think because it looks almost so. It's like you took a painting and like it was still kind of wet, and you like rubbed your hand, like dragged your hand down. Like it has that effect to me, where it's like the image feels warped, along with like the pose being silly. Yes.
Yeah.
Losing track of the days
Also,
of the week is rough too.
oh, words. Oh, I almost got it. I'm
Oh.
grabbing it. I'm grabbing it. Me. Ah. So I'm more than likely filming a haul tomorrow, but please keep in mind that a lot of my videos like were filmed like some of them were filmed weeks ago. So if I'm referring to like it's almost spooky season, just know that was September. Like let it go.
Also, yes, I'm drinking coffee at 7:45 my time. If you see that, like that's happening. That's just the way I run. I might have a haul by my birthday. Maybe that's been a.
I'm having a Dos Equis Lager Especial watermelon.
Ooh.
And I had somebody in the comments of my video that I dropped yesterday, and I'm just dying because I did not realize how often I just say pero instead of, but.
But it's a great word. It's like a perfect little
Porque I work with I used to, yeah,
porque.
like so here's the thing. For those of you who knew or don't know, I used to work at a warehouse and I worked with a pretty large Puerto Rican population there. And so I spoke better Spanish then. I spoke better Spanish. Obviously I'm still gringa, but still like I spoke better Spanish and it was like fun and we would like all talk and whatnot and like I forgot sometimes that it was working with people who spoke Spanish, so I would say things and then be like, oops. Like chinga tu madre. I'd be like, oh. Because like I said it out loud and somebody goes, huh? And I was like, oh.
It's funny because like I worked in kitchen or like in a bakery where there was a lot of like actually all over like a lot of different countries represented in our like staff, because I was like Guatemalan, Mexican, Puerto Rican, I don't know, a whole array. But yeah, like pero, porque, and then all of the curse words, like they're just fun little like sprinkling in words.
And I also like discovered that I write in Spanish sometimes for no reason. Like I had to like address something and it was just like it said Catherine E. Henry, and I was like with a Y, and I was like,
I mean, it's also like it's like instead of an ampersand, it's just
yeah, same thing. I'm sorry.
It's been quite nice, but I've just there's been a lot of other stress happening that has made it. It's been a lot, but it's been really lovely, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'm going to be able to stay in the building. If
You're going to stay in the building.
That's what I'm hoping. Things are in process, basically. Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah,
I'm doing my thing, so you will get
I
what you
appreciate
need.
that. I and I'm just
Yes,
hoping
Kimberly
that this.
watermelon.
Yeah, I love watermelon. I'm hoping this storm isn't too much.
I don't think it'll be bad. If it's the same thing that swept through here yesterday and the day before, I guess, like
No, it's
it
coming
shouldn't.
your way.
Which one?
You're gonna get no. It's coming up through.
I'm getting more.
Yeah.
Give me.
By the way, Britney free, yay! I'm so excited about that.
Wait, free?
I mean, well, I don't know what free is. I
Like the
just mean like,
conservatorship is over?
yeah. Didn't we talk about that? Did we talk?
No,
about
I feel
that?
like it was getting to be over, but it's not like over. Because like her dad, I'm not gonna call him the devil because like no, but her evil father, like I think he said he wanted it to end, but I don't know what that does for everything. Oh no. I'm losing liquid. I'm putting liquid in my eyes because my eyes are so red. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That like echoed. I apologize, everybody. I'm so sorry. Like I don't I'm so tired that I don't have any like normal control over any of like my functions. I'm not crying though. I just did eye drops for anybody who suddenly looks over. Like I'm not crying. Although I did almost start crying randomly yesterday. Like was it yesterday or the day before? I was so tired and of all songs. I was listening to like Lamb of God, put up all you had to lose. It only fell apart because you let it. And I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, I'm like, oh, I must be tired.
Yeah, literally, it's a hurricane that's coming through my area. So the conservatorship
Hi,
is still
Yanni.
going, but the dad has been needed. Hey, Yanni, welcome. Yeah, I think that they're in the process of. There's a hearing on November 12th.
Because they're also isn't that governor trying to introduce some laws changing conservatorship because like this ish keeps happening.
Oh, I don't know. There's like
I feel
so
like
much
I saw that one
that
time.
I just like can't even keep up with. But I also
I'm like,
can
I
barely
feel like
keep
one
up with
time
anything.
77 years ago I saw that. Because
You're
I
all
don't
good,
know when things happening. So like so here's an update. Like, so some of y'all may see, I'm mostly going to be posting a large portion of my videos now, with the exception of new makeup nonsense. I feel like almost everything is likely going to be posted at night. Between like 5 and like 8 p.m. because number one, I absolutely hate posting in the daytime and I cannot respond. It really bothers me because like some of y'all make like I believe Stinky Eggs had a comment and really thoughtful. I will not do anything with it until I can actually sit down and respond because like some of y'all like get out there and throw out some like really thoughtful, like interesting things and I read it and I don't want to like harder. I don't want it to disappear. I want to respond to it. And so, no, Yanni, it's big. It like I just have it zoomed in too much because I Twitch stream. I'm sorry, you can see all my pores. They're glorious. But
it reads a little bit more. It doesn't read more pores. It actually reads like it's like a lower pixel. But I wasn't sure if that was my internet or your internet, or like it reads more fuzzy.
Yeah. So here it's like hold. I can actually go back and totally like. I'm gonna go fix it now because it's getting on my nerves now.
When we started, I was like, it might. I was also like, it could be my internet. It could be my vision. Like, there's so many things where I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Speaking of being so, when you're like, I was so tired, I randomly cried. I'm like, welcome to my world, bitch.
Well, I was gonna like. It just felt like the tears.
No, it's just like me randomly crying. Very, very, very much appropriate.
Oh, I'm fuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy
It
had
looks better
great
to me now, though,
hair.
but it's still a
I
little
shrunk
fuzzy.
me. And also it's like dark and I didn't do anything like, oh, you know what I haven't done ever?
You know what I
is
had
like,
to do is I had to clean the camera lens because it was like fuzzy for me. Yeah, it looks like the resolution is lower. Like that's what it looks like. Also, same, Shannon. Hey, Jacqueline. It's also like a pop-up live where we're both just like
yeah,
we're both
I
happy to
didn't
be here, but like
I
I
didn't
was
do
just
any of the thing. Oh, please hold. Oh
do
shit,
you
did I
have
fuck
it
it up?
set at the like less resolution settings on StreamYard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I look better? Do I look less like a monster? I don't know. Who cares? I'm like, so
Oh, there
tired.
I hear Bo.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's probably my internet. Hi, baby. Can I
No.
have it? Can I have it first? Okay.
It's so hard with like the internet and cameras and StreamYard and I don't know. I feel like there's like a lot of times there's so many variables that it's hard to know what's what, and then it's just like it
Yeah,
doesn't know.
because so the deal is every time it's like stormy and windy AF here, like it's hot garbage. There's not like a whole ton that I get to actually do about that because it's like I don't know. It just begins to be like hot garbage. And that's how you say it in French. Thank you. Garbage. Hot garbage. Thank you. Merci. But oh y'all, I don't know what was happening. I went and checked my PO box, and somebody for Bo's Gotcha Day. I don't know who sent it, but they sent his sweet potato toys. I mean, sweet potato treats. He has been so like he loves those things, and it's such a like it's a godsend because when I work really long hours, like when I have a longer day, it's actually really helpful to keep his his stool from being hard.
No, okay. I mean, sweet
So
potato is
thank you.
delicious to me. So I'm glad
Texas
he
is like
likes them too.
opening the oven in your face. It really is. I'm sorry, that just like tickled me because I was just like, "Hi, Isha."
Hey, Isha.
So yeah, so like a lot of like to try to circle my wagon. I'm sorry. That's
I
like
don't know
really
why that made
awful
me giggle so much, but like
corporate speak. Um back around. But like yeah, so a lot of the lives or a lot of my videos are gonna be like later because like I have to be able to
hey Millie, welcome.
hey Millie. I absolutely have to be able to respond to comments in a timely fashion. Like it really like if I can't I try to respond to all the things that I can respond to within 2 days of the video being up, right? If I drop a video at like noon central time, by the time I get home, even on days when I get home at a decent time, the days I get home at a decent time, I take Bo out for like a longer go round, right? And make sure he gets a lot of attention. And then I'm just like, I'm tired and I like lay down and I like go to bed. So then I just end up not responding and it really stresses me out and I don't like it. So I would much rather do my evening ones where like I'm kind of winding down, I've taken a shower, like all that stuff. The videos like up and then I have 30 45 minutes to just kind of like respond to everybody who jumped in and I'm like yeah so thank you Millie. But then I can kind of respond to people and then like the following day that evening I can respond a little bit more and like that's really like I know it seems dumb to some people but it's like so important to me to be able to like respond back to y'all and have back and forth conversation because like I don't do this like to hear myself talk because hearing myself talk is actually annoying. So
and I'm the friend that's over here like your channel is growing. Your capability to do what you want to do is shifting. I'm just gonna say it like that. Meaning responding to every comment.
I know. Well, I don't feel like I have to respond to all of them. I just feel like I have to like I'm making like sad face like
no, I understand what you're saying and you want to like meet energy, but also that's hard. to me,
Yeah.
to like meet that energy constantly is a lot. But also, I said this to you on Marco Polo. I'm like, because YouTube has this thing where it'll tell you like generally like a good time to post based on your channel and whatever. And what I said to Audra is like, that information doesn't matter, because you know what the best time to post is? When it's good for you to post. You know what the worst
Yeah.
time to post is? Not posting because you feel overwhelmed by comments. So
Period.
like
I'm like, period.
that kind of information is like only really valuable when other things are like, yeah. And I love the small channel energy and interaction. I'm just being that annoying friend that's like,
No, you're
don't,
no, you're not
don't
annoying.
forget
You're
expectations are change, like not expectations, capabilities to do what you once
yeah.
did are shifting, both
Yeah, because
by
like when I wasn't
life
working,
and
I could
channel
respond to
size.
like everything, and now I really had to condense it, but I still want to be able to like read everything that I can read
Yes.
within 2 days. And currently, if I'm dropping it in the daytime, especially on the days where I don't leave work until like 6:30, sometimes
Yeah,
almost
no,
seven
that gets
o'clock,
overwhelming
I'm
to
like,
like
I
look
can't.
and yeah, that much time passing. Yeah. Um,
Oh, here it was. So one, it's engagement, but two, a lot of times like that's about the only like you, because otherwise you would just be in this all the time, seeing when
yeah.
somebody like dropped a comment or whatnot. And then you're gonna have other content that goes up. So if you don't kind of like hop in quickly and like say hello to the first few people who like showed up in that hour and like comment back and forth for those folks, then it's just like you need other shit to do. Like you have other shit you're
Yeah.
gonna do, like
I
whether
also
or not you have
think
another job.
I feel like that behavior, it's not so like because Millie was saying I don't respond for days. I think I personally noticed this kind of behavior in like bigger channels. Like I'm
Mm,
saying like 50K and more, because my experience again as a smaller channel is that sometimes the comments don't flow in right away, so I might not be there that first hour. But for a lot of people, the as your channel grows, maybe it's not 50K, maybe it's 10K, maybe it's 20K, I don't know, there's not a hard and fast rule, but I feel like there is a certain size where you're getting enough comments in that first hour that responding to those alone is already a ton of work. And then
yeah,
everything that you said goes into play in terms of like, then you need to move on and work on other things and all of that. And sometimes it's just easier to like say, okay, I know my videos drop Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Then I know Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 to 12, I'm on there responding to comments, and then I'm
yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, because like
So,
when I was full-time YouTube, right? I had to start setting boundaries for like how long I
mhm.
was going to respond to comments, even as a smaller channel. Um, because what ends up happening is if you don't set that boundary, what you will inevitably end up doing is like constantly checking the video and
It's
then
all
trying to
consuming.
respond to every single. And so like it permeates everything you're doing. You're like at the grocery store, you're supposed to be doing this, you're stopping and you're like, you're supposed to be having dinner with somebody or hanging out. So if you don't start setting boundaries, like if you're a content creator, I will definitely say this to everybody, like start setting your boundaries early.
Mhm.
Because if you don't start setting that up for yourself, you will make yourself feel like a mad person because you'll just never stop being on
And
like
that's
doing that.
hard by social media, in any kind of social media hobby or job. And
Yeah.
replying to like kind of what Angie and Sharon are saying, a lot of people are really kind and really generous and they don't expect responses. But it's not really the expectation. It is that there is a level of community that being active in your comment section builds. And it
Yeah.
is very the thing that I've noticed, and I'm not saying this is necessarily a guaranteed behavior, but a lot of times you will see this pattern of like, as someone's channel grows, there is this moment where people will turn on them. And I think sometimes part of that turn is also, well, they used to always respond to my comments and now they just never respond. And like, there's like a level of resentment that can build. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily that's a valid response at all. And again, I don't think it's a behavior that can be kept up in the same way when your channel is at 500, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 50,000 subscribers. Like as you grow, it's going to change.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's like, there's a reason why it's an important thing. In my opinion and experience, both as a viewer and a creator and somebody that's worked in social media for, I guess, a decade now. So
Hi, Leanne, Sparkle Crack Central. Appreciate that. I hardly agree with @Angie English. Respond when you have time and carve out time to sleep, rest, eat, just sit around and recharge. Yeah, and then Celestial Gutter popped in and said you shouldn't stress about comments. I think the majority of folks are aware you've got other things to do. Can't always watch the comments roll in. We're just happy for the content. Thank you. Yeah, because I feel like the hardest thing about it is just like I like interacting. That's like a big part of this for me. And so I just finally decided that I was like, I'm only going to drop videos down when I can actually have, 45 minutes to interact.
This is exactly what Audra is doing. This dropping videos at night when you have that time to interact is part of your new routine. And it's hard with your job because it's variable. I'm not going to, hold please. Sorry about that.
No, go for it. Because like, that's the thing is I don't know when I get days off until I had to kind of pop off and be like, so since I'm working Sunday and Monday, am I getting day off this week? Because if not, it'll be 13 days on. I don't know that you want to see me like that. So but that's a thing that's going to change. I also have a sinful haul coming. So I'm excited about that. I think I talked about that already. I have all this stuff that I have filmed and I have to start editing. And most of it doesn't take a lot. Sometimes I'm a fast editor. Hi, Mel, how are you? And so I just feel like creators might have comments pop up, see them, and respond to any interesting ones. So music nonstop. So here's what happens. So we don't actually unless you have most creators who have sense will not have a notification set up for that. Initially, sometimes you do when you're a smaller creator, you'll have those notifications set up for when people comment. Eventually you have to turn it off because depending on the video, right? A new makeup nonsense can easily have 100 comments without even me being a person who without me even commenting back, right? So I would have most of my notifications would be from the YouTube studio telling you that somebody commented. So a lot of people don't have that turned on. So what you have to do is you actually go into your YouTube studio and then you have to go look at the comments under that video, right? So you don't see them come in comment by comment by comment. So I just thought it's not like you care, but I just wanted to tell you, you don't see each comment pop in. So I actually go in, I read it, and then I respond usually, for about 2 days, the day of the video and the day after. Occasionally I might be hearting stuff after that, but it just depends on what's happening from there. I do like my new job. I mostly just mind my business. It is perfect for my autistic ass, and I'm very happy about that. The ASD and the ADHD are happy with how things are going, except for being super tired. I'm just I feel like I'm always just and then I come back into the world. And it does the fun thing that's come out of it though is new makeup nonsense. I started filming it to where it's faster because I'm basically I have to actually watch my time on that. And I try not to have literally more than 40 minutes of footage because I wouldn't get it edited. It just wouldn't get edited. It wouldn't go up on time. So I literally have to be looking at watching the camera clock and being "Ooh, I'm going too long," and really just and it's actually a fun time doing it that way, but I had to like really condense my time on my new makeup nonsense. So I literally, I shit you not, I'm honestly looking at it and being like, how much time? Okay. And like making sure I don't have more than 40 minutes of footage. Like it's pretty intense. Like I'm just like, no, I can't edit more than that. Oh my God, Bo. That's really intense, bro.
You reminded me that we have another one of those to film soon.
Mm.
I'm like, it's about that time again.
I know. Hopefully I'll just be doing uno instead of dos at work.
Yes.
So then that'll make it a little bit easier, especially if I film it, on Friday.
Yeah, tired has entered my very bones. Yeah.
So,
yeah, I feel that, Kim.
Can you
it's a lot.
get another, you know what? Just, it's fine.
just
Jared.
the like, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
You know what, Musique, I absolutely enjoy doing that video. It's one of my favorite videos. It was one of the things where I was like, this is one thing where I was like, I'm not willing to give that up. And so I had to just like revamp it to fit what, my schedule's now. Because like sometimes I have Sundays off, sometimes I don't. It just depends. And if I don't have the Sunday off, like I basically, like that's one of the reasons why I have to like watch how much footage I have. And I do have to tell a secret, like when I'm getting like closer to bingo, I'm like, okay, I have to pick something to get bingo because like
I do that too. Like
because honestly, I can't keep going because like I can't. If I want it to be like fun and interesting, and even if I want to throw clips in and things like that, I won't make that if I have over 40 minutes of footage. I won't like with my current employment situation. So
and even for me, like even in the weeks where it's like the hardest to get anything like to like get videos up, I still really try. Like if it's every 2 weeks and we got new makeup nonsense, I really try. I'm like, even if I don't have a lot of videos in between or live streams or whatever, it's really fun, but it is a lot. And I don't have like I'm not in that place either. I don't have that skill set, or haven't like toned that. I haven't created that muscle of like being able to do what Audra does. And this is a compliment. Like your ability to be like, I need to do this. I'm going to do this. It's going to happen while I'm filming. Like I'm not at that place, but I'm still like, yeah, but I want to do new makeup nonsense. And I want to try to have fun when I'm editing it. And even though that editing process is really stressful and like a long thing for me, it's still fun in its own way. So, and like, I thank you, Celestial Gutter, because the thing is like YouTube is really fun for me.
Kim is a great name.
What?
I said Kim is a great name.
Oh, and thank you, Andy. My declutter is wrapping up soonish, although there's gonna be like another part that's the like 4 months later. I got rid of more stuff.
I'm like really excited about. I like your declutters. Like, so here but Bo watched most of your vlog. I started it this morning, and then Bo watched all of it. I watched the first part
more often, but I don't have enough. Like, yeah, but it was also a lot. Like actually vlogging.
It's hard. It's like if I was gonna like, I like vlogging, but I want to eventually have like an actual vlogging camera because that makes it easier. Because like trying to do it on my phone, like I never know where to look. I'm always like, "Hi y'all, it's me. It's Audra. I'm here. I'm vlogging. Can you see me? Obviously, I hope you can. Am I in the right part of the camera?" Like I feel like
that's usually like that's why when I was doing this one, like I just kind of like set the camera in certain places but then it was still like cooking. I'm like, there's no angle for me, like because I tried this in my old apartment, like there's no angle where you actually can like see me and like see what I'm doing. So like I filmed all of this like stuff and then I was like, oh, that's all trash because like there's just no angle for it. And I was like, Okay, but actually, the apartment that I'm going to get, I'm going to put it that way, has like an
Thank you. Claim your
island
blessings.
shape. Has an island shape,
Good
and the
night,
stove is on
Mel.
there. Oh, good night, Mel. I'm glad you were here, though.
Don't worry, I'm
Um,
behind you in like 20 minutes.
yeah, I
Don't
know. I was
burn.
like, we don't have much longer to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. It was I filmed a lot of footage that I did anyway. It's interesting. I'm trying to dabble in other things and see how it goes. And I'm excited. I haven't caught up because I've been busy, but I love the retirement thing because when Audra, when you've described it to me, I'm not saying it's the same thing, but it's a similar, it reminded me of the process that I go through in terms of putting stuff in a basket or in a box or like
Mhm.
putting it aside where
Yeah.
it's not gone, but it's not in my collection. And
Yeah.
then like 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, I'm like, oh, I can let that go
Yeah.
because it's been 4 or 5 months later and I didn't think about it. Not even reach for it. I didn't even think about it. So
Yeah.
I like talking about that stuff too, because that's also like that's changed how I look at my collection and how I do declutters and how I like
Yeah.
cycle through, not cycle through, but how I can break my brain of being like, but I bought it, I spent money, I can't get rid of it. I'm like, you put it in a box that wasn't even hidden away. It was just like not in your makeup collection.
Yeah.
And you didn't think about it for 6 months.
Well, and
Okay.
I feel like if I'm gonna be honest, like I do feel like there's so much pressure to like declutter it.
Yeah.
And sometimes like because there are things, right, that you just have sentimental value for whatever reason. Varying things have sentimental value to people for varying reasons. And there are just things where you're like, I don't want to declutter it, but I don't want it sitting in my collection. And if it sits in my collection, then I'll think to myself, I need to declutter it, but really like this is something sentimental or it has some kind of value, like whatever it is, right? And you keep it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like in the beauty YouTube sphere, there's so much pressure for you to be like, I'm not touching it, so I'm decluttering it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to feel like I have to declutter it just because I'm not playing with it right now. Because
And
like
I
I
think
have games like that where like, you know, I game, right? And there's games
yeah.
where I may not play it for a while and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about you.
Well, and it's interesting, excuse me, because like, whoa, that was one of
Oh,
my
you saw
burps
my
that
whole mouth.
rumbled up from down here and just like echoed out. But like I think about the whole like holding on to things. Like I know last year and 2 years ago, like even early into like when we were friends, you would talk a lot about how you cycle through products and you're always looking. And
Yeah.
I'm over here like in my like literally in like a depression space where I'm like, I wish I had the energy to do that. But I realized I was doing it in some way
Yeah.
because I knew what I had in my collection. And then I like would start realize what I wasn't using. And then I would start putting it to the side. And then
Yeah.
my big move in May was when I was like, okay, but you've had this stuff to the side for a year now or for 6 months now. What are
Yep.
you actually doing with it? And so it's just interesting how like yeah, how that kind of shakes out and how like your habits can sometimes it's like I think just calling it palette retirement is so witty and smart of you, Audra, because it made me think about the declutter box, but you
Yeah.
rebranded it in a way that's way more like fun, way more fun.
You're going into retirement. I will see you later. Like I'll go by. I'm gonna
Yeah, like
visit,
I think
see
that's
how you're
like
doing.
brilliant. Oh,
You know,
Kim, I
how
am
shuffleboard.
wearing. Okay, this is my favorite. I picked up like
Mhm.
4 clearance tank tops at H&M because I'm the kind of person where I'm like, I know it says extra large, but it's stretchy. So I'm gonna try to live my 90s, early 2000s like crop tank top dreams that I didn't get to live at the time. And so I picked up like 4. I have it layered under this dress, but this is my favorite. Hold on, let me mute myself, and I'm gonna show you. I just have to mute because my chair is super loud. But
I'm
like,
like, I'm watching it on the other side. I was like, I'm so confused. Is
cute
Emily
are
just
these?
robing?
No, because I just had a dress on top. But I'm like, it's so cute and like, yeah. Anyway,
That is cute.
I got like this one, a tie dye one. Anyway, this is the one that like fits the cutest to me. But yeah, I thought that calling it palette retirement was just really really smart. Also, hey Bethany.
Yeah, I just wanted it to be something where like I get frustrated with the feeling that like I have to like get rid of it. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's just like I just need it like not in my current like visual scope right now.
Yeah.
And I might come back to it. I might not, who knows, but and there's ones that I'm never going to let go, obviously, but I just needed to like, kind of make this space less cluttered without decluttering it. Because I have had a few palettes that I decluttered and I was like, I regret that. I'm not going to repurchase it, but I have regrets. I have regrets.
And for me, like I haven't had those feelings yet. I'm not saying they won't come, but I haven't had those feelings yet with stuff I've decluttered. But I also realize that I take a lot of time, or I take time and I separate things. Like same thing when I was like the last declutter that I filmed, what I tended to do is as soon as I was unsure or I felt negatively about something, not just like, oh, I don't like this today, but like, oh, this is annoying me multiple times, I just put it in a different spot. I put it out of my visual zone. And like you said, it changes things. It's not getting rid of it, it's just throwing it somewhere else. And then you're like, maybe I do want that thing back. Or then you're like, no, I don't.
Yeah, and like that's the thing.
Like a retirement display, whatever thing.
Yes, because there's like always gonna be a few things. Like there's gonna be makeup I bought, like the Care Bears palette that I bought because I, love the Care Bears, and I have no regrets. And I will have no regrets. But then there's like other things where it's just like, I bought this, I don't know how I feel about it, or it was declared to me, I keep playing with it, I still like it, and then like I'll go play with it. And I feel like that's probably going to be like a whole other thing, is like, giving them one more shot before I let them go. And like that's what I've been using the hi Robin, that's what I've been using the palette chats, which you haven't, like, that's what I'm calling them now. I'm actually calling them palette chats, where I actually come out, show you the palette, and then like that I'm going to use, and then we talk about whatever the hell it is I feel like talking about while I use that palette. And then like those kind of give me an idea. Like that's how I discovered that the Prime Beauty Island Guile palette, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to keep this. And like that's what helps me, is like I go and I play with it, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't like it, or yeah, I like it.
I had that experience. So I have I just hit the mic. I have a Get Ready With Me that I ended up just putting it up for patrons because the construction noise in the background, like I didn't expect you to be able to hear the like cross the street construction noise in it so much, but I filmed it and I was like, look, if y'all want to watch, that noise is there. If you don't want to watch, that's totally fine. But it's edited, it's filmed, it's up. But I was playing with a bunch of stuff and I was just like, okay, yeah. Or like playing with a palette and being like, oh yeah, I like these two colors that are in here. But they're the only two colors that I reach for in an 18 pan palette.
Yes.
I can let this sit aside. So yeah, it's just interesting. Like, I don't know. It's been a much healthier space for me in terms of the last, I'm going to say 6 months to a year, in terms of like how I look at makeup. And 2020 was a fun year in terms of buying stuff and trying new brands and all of that.
So big. I'm like, sorry, you saw like
I
my epiglottis.
I'm like, I see you fading.
Oh, like sorry, you saw my epiglottis back there. I apologize.
But anyway, I don't know. I think it's just interesting to like, I find it interesting to look at my own makeup habits and things and look at other people's makeup habits, like especially over time.
Yeah, I guess just prep yourselves, because like the way that I'm what I'm uploading, it's like all out of order from how I filmed it. So like it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I just wanted y'all to know that like I filmed it and then I'm like, oh, I like this better, and I like put that up, and then I'll put other stuff up later. So like I swear there's gonna be a video in November of me being like, hey y'all, it's gonna be spooky season.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure. So I told you this, Audra. I like filmed a declutter Q&A, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling and feel like whatever. I'm probably gonna end up just putting it up, but it's going to be like my background will probably have changed 2 times since I filmed it. By the time it goes up, like, and it's gonna be like, yes, I did film this back in September. I don't care. Like, as I sat here and thought about it, I thought, you know what? I think I just want to edit that and put it up. So yeah, it's interesting time in terms of like, I think both of us for like life, and I just in the midst of moving.
Oh,
Yeah,
you'll know when it's November. I'm like, it's almost spooky season.
But Audra, it's spooky season year round for you.
It is, honestly.
You should just embrace it.
Like, it's always spooky season. Like somebody, so I'll leave y'all with this before I like go and like curl up in the bed. I was like, I came home and a neighbor was like, oh, I like your Halloween outfit. And I was so confused. I was like, okay. I dress like this every day.
So what's so funny is I was like, oh, it's going to be like mid-October, if not a little later, by the time I get like my nails done. And I know I want spooky nails, but the thing is that I just like once I'm in that headspace, like I'm probably going to have spooky nails through the rest of the year. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, I want holiday nails. Like, yeah, spooky nails. I mean, spooky season
y'all are
August. Yeah. Year
I was so confused because she was just like, I love your Halloween outfit. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like people like at work, people were like, oh, Audra, you should have worn your orange shirt and then it would have been. I'm like, mesh what? Because like I have all like, so I buy Halloween socks. You're right. It's one of my favorite things. Halloween socks, Halloween hoodies, Halloween beanies. Like these are my 3. Like I'm trying to like get all this stuff together to get some of those because like that'll be a whole other like spooky season haul. But like that's my favorite thing is like having all those things. So I have them like year round. Like I have spooky shit all year. And then like, and I constantly buy like spooky season socks because like you don't just buy them for spooky season, you have them all year. So then it's like when somebody says something, I'm like, you mean my regular attire?
I'm like, you mean style? The style that this person wears? Like,
because it's like I wear skirts and I often have on 2 different socks, BT dubs. Like if you that's how you'll generally know if you're in Texas and you're like wondering if that was me that you saw, if I had on a skirt and 2 completely different socks on and probably a horror tee or tank, it was me. You did see me.
It was. Yeah.
I love care about matching my socks.
No. First of all, matching socks are overrated. Oh, that's the thing is like I also would love more Halloween jewelry, like from like not just like costume, like how Olivia's saying that she has Halloween beaded earrings and wears them all year round. Like, yeah, like that's my thing where I'm like, Halloween is just another style. Like whatever.
Yeah. Like
so.
Yeah. I feel like I might accidentally sometimes look like Black Lydia Dietz.
Hell so yeah.
That's a thing.
That's a good thing. Like Lydia Dietz and Wednesday Addams were definitely like style goals.
Thank you.
When I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is a really good point from Leary. I take this time of year to buy things when they are available so I can wear them year round. Because that's the problem, is that a lot of the like Halloween, like maybe not all of them, but a lot of the Halloween hoodies and socks and all of that are only available right now. So you have to like stock up.
Amazon year round.
True.
I know we have our thing with Amazon.
Yeah.
I know we're like fighting the devil, but like the devil
But like
is
cute, like
sneaky. The
merch.
devil is
Like I
sneaky.
bet Teresa does Teresa do special like spooky Teresa is
Sometimes,
dead merch?
and
Like
then
I also know that some people do like special Halloween merch.
oh, I
Yeah.
see. I have to
Yes,
add more memory
Kimberly.
to my computer. I am utterly alone, and I like it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both barefaced today because I was just like, I don't.
Yeah,
No,
so
you
that's
actually
another
said you
note.
were
We'll
going to be
have like
barefaced, and I was like, thank you.
pop-up live. So like if
Yes.
whenever we pop up, if y'all have something on your mind or whatever, just feel free to like comment it, and we'll like be talking about it at that time. Because essentially we're just live whenever it is that I can
Yes.
take
So you
do
all
it like
can show up with your like with ideas, with thoughts, and be like, "You're live. Talk about this," and we're gonna be like, "Okay, cool."
yeah.
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 That's
Except we're
kind
not
of how
ever
it's gonna go.
I'm not buying the Kylie Nightmare on Elm Street. Period.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
And that's it. Now it's time for bed.
I'm kind of laughing. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm surprised you would buy Sour Patch Kids and not Kylie Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm done.
First of all, that was a secret.
You're gonna haul it. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but it's
I'm
part
sorry
of the
if I revealed your secret.
sins.
I'm sorry.
Part of
It
my
just
death.
clicked.
That's okay.
I'm like, I want to hide myself now. I can't.
Natalie, before I go tonight, I'm going to enjoy all of the Scream movies, all of them. I liked the fourth one. I need to go see I need to look at what they're doing for the fifth one, but like, I'm gonna enjoy it. But
Ruthie, we're heading out now, but
I'm sorry, Ruthie.
Lives and
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep in till like
randomly.
6:30 a.m. bitches.
Oh.
But seriously, like, appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so glad that y'all, like 50 some odd of y'all came out to hang out while I was able, like, we were able to just pop up. I think the next pop up will be on Emily's channel, whatever that could be. It could be 2 days from now. It could be a week from now. It could be 3 weeks from now. Who knows? But I appreciate y'all when you show up, and shout out to all the patrons, shout out to the mods, and just all of you who are watching this on the replay. It was a weird little ride. I have no masking skills, so you're welcome. And on that note,
You know what you got into.
Okay. Cost $0 to be kind. So like, please, not Ellen DeGeneres kind. I just need to get that off my chest. Actually kind.
Yeah.
All right. XOXO. Got it, girl.
Bye.